Hello, I'm Fire Commissioner Lloyd Ayers with the Philadelphia Fire Department, and this is Freedom from Fire. Want to say welcome to everybody. We have a great show lined up for you. We have with us today our recruitment team, and also, we have with us Madeline Neris from Daughters of Destiny. So this is going to be a great show. One of the things I wanted to open up with is that this year we have a lot of fire deaths. We want people to be very careful. We have the same pattern from last year, which is most of those deaths being people in our older adult range. We want to make sure that you stay safe. If you have seniors in your block, seniors that you know of, that you have in your family, make sure that you get over, take care of them, make sure that they have all of the things that they need to stay safe in their home. You want to start with, of course, smoke alarms, one on every level, smoke alarms that work. And now you have to have in the city of Philadelphia, lithium battery powered smoke alarms. They last 10 years. You want to make sure that you get them in. They don't have to worry about going up and down the ladder or whatever the case may be, because they're a little older and you know what that's going to be like for yourself. So take care of them now, okay? And make sure that someone takes care of you later. So another piece we want to talk about is the home fire escape plan. You have to make sure that you have a escape plan for everyone in your home. If that senior is by themselves, you want to make sure that they know exactly what to do should the alarm go off. The alarm gives you an early warning, and they need that early warning so that they can make sure that they have the time required to get out of their house to safety. Also, the home fire safety checklist. You take that home fire safety checklist, there's about 6 areas, 30 different things that you can do a self-assessment. Go into that house, check it top to bottom. Walk along with them if they're able to, but make sure that all of the hazards are out of their homes. Next, you want to make sure that they take the pledge that they're going to do the execution, that they're going to do the things that you're helping them out with. So sometimes you might have to practice more than once. So make sure you take care of the seniors. We really want to get the deaths in our older adult community down. Well, right now we have with us the recruitment team of the Philadelphia Fire Department, and that is Captain Sean Mack, and also we have Lieutenant Celia Ortiz. How are you doing?
Fine, sir. How are you?
All right. Well, welcome to Freedom from Fire.
Thank you.
Now, one of the most important things that we can do is ensure that we have recruits coming in, because we have folks retiring all the time. Am I right about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you looked at it from 70,000 feet, you'd see people coming in and people leaving out. So you make sure that we have folks coming in.
That is correct.
So what's the mission of the recruitment team right now?
Our mission is basically to recruit a diverse array of individuals. We do this by recruiting applicants that are qualified, and we prepare them for the job through testing and things of that nature. So basically, we want to provide the fire department with a diverse group of individuals.
Okay. Now, I saw that you have a new Fire Explorer program that you put together. Now, tell me a little something about that program.
Well, our Fire Explorer program basically was developed to target youth ages 14 to 21 so that we can provide an environment where they can learn the job of a firefighter, to explore what it is to be a firefighter, and to also do community service, to work in the communities and know what it takes to provide quality service to the citizens of Philadelphia as well. In the program, it's a program that will take place April to September, and they'll be learning all parts of the curriculum that firefighters learn as they come into the Fire Academy as a cadet. So they'll also be learning Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, character development, leadership skills, networking, So all the things that a firefighter needs to have to be a successful firefighter, they'll learn in the fire academy as a cadet, as an explorer, sorry.
As an explorer.
That is fantastic. I really like the idea because that fills that first part of what our continuum is, making sure that we get folks in that's going to be able to go all over the city of Philadelphia and fulfill those jobs, those needed jobs.
Yes.
I heard you mention smoke alarms and things like that, so
Yes.
they'll be learning community risk reduction basically.
That is
as well.
correct.
correct.
That is correct. They'll be learning, just as the cadets learn at the Fire Academy Community Risk Reduction, they will also be learning the same steps that it takes to go into a home and to do the home safety checkoff list, to do a survey, to assist someone in doing a home escape plan. They'll be checking also with the fire stations, local fire stations, the engine and ladder companies. They'll be working with them to go into the homes, to do the home checkoff list, the home escape plan, to check for the smoke alarms and for carbon monoxide detectors as well. And also another aspect that they bring to it is that some of our youth can provide translation to some areas where language is a barrier.
Yes.
So that's something that we're looking forward to with the Explorer program as well.
That's fantastic. Now, recruiting. Now, folks hear about this program, they're watching. How can they get involved? How do you recruit?
Basically, we go to an array of different events and venues. We go to all sorts of job centers, schools, colleges, you name it. Any opportunity that we have to contact and interact with the public, we utilize it to educate them about the fire department and how they can achieve a job with the fire department. We answer their questions because some people have fears and doubts, or they're not certain if they can do it or not. Some females think, oh, because I'm a female, I can't do this job. So not only are we recruiting, we're educating the public also. The more education they have, the more people want to become firefighters.
Absolutely. That's very important that you get out there, and we have a lot of young folks, like you said, with the Explorers, 14 to 21.
Yes.
So that's a lot of opportunity there.
Yes.
Awesome
You know,
opportunity.
and I guess 14 because they have to start to get a grasp of what our job is like.
That's correct.
And that's at the high school age.
Okay.
So basically, we're recruiting high school, beginning at ninth grade and up. It gives them opportunity to learn some leadership skills. They get some certifications as well, CPR, things like that. They won't achieve their firefighter 1 or firefighter 2 or EMT certifications, but they'll be knowledgeable of them. All of this education that they're going to receive will enhance their opportunity when they're old enough to take the test. It'll enhance their education and opportunity for preparing for that test to get on the fire department.
Well, I think that's great, and especially the leadership aspect of it, networking, hands-on skills and things
Yes.
like that. That's a very, very valuable opportunity. So I wish you much success. Now, what about the HEAT program? What is this HEAT program?
The HEAT program is an acronym for Help Educate and Train. It's an internal program for the firefighters. It's designed for newly promoted firefighters, such as the individuals that have just graduated. I think it's
167. Yes.
167. Congratulations to you all. Those individuals receive mentors. And what happens is it gives them a person to communicate with. It relieves some of the stress of coming on a new job when you have someone that you already know on a job that can tell you what to do, what to not to do, what to prepare for, et cetera, et cetera. A mentor, a guide.
That's fantastic. So HEAT is a mentoring program. So how do you partner the recruits up? How does that work?
We partner the recruits up by we take photos of the cadets as they come into the fire academy, and we ask them questions such as what are their hobbies, what are their interests, what was their last employment. We partner them up with seasoned firefighters. Seasoned firefighters are able to select from the photos and the backgrounds. It's almost like a eHarmony type situation.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And
Oh, you
so
took one out of that thing.
yeah.
That's
So
all
we,
right.
you know, and it's come out to be successful. We've had a lot of cadets from the last class that were promoted to firefighter that have been successful in regards to completing their community risk reduction.
Yes.
They had someone to go back to ask questions to. And also, you know, through their probationary period, they had someone to refer to as well.
A very important time.
Very
Yeah, it's a
important
very
time.
important time. It's very critical. And
Critical.
I think that's one of the main things that recruitment does, is that we're creating programs that we can take from ages 14 to then the end of their career to help retain successful firefighters that will be promoted eventually, create great leaders within the fire service, and just make great firefighters.
Well, that's excellent. And I think when we stop and think that we now have 167 were recruits, now they're firefighters.
Right.
They are now sworn in.
Yes.
They're all over the city of Philadelphia. And now they'll have mentors.
Yes.
So that mentor comes in and helps that officer, that lieutenant or
Yes.
that captain
Yes.
that has a new firefighter that's learning the job, going through the in-service directive, Directive 31.
Yes.
Making sure that they cover all of those areas. And it's a lot to learn.
It
It's
is.
a lot.
And it takes about 12 months to complete.
Yes.
So we go from the fire academy into continued high quality training.
Yes.
So that's
Continuous
a
training.
great thing. And all of these things are sprung from the recruitment team.
Yes, sir.
So most people think that you just go out there and do what you described, go and hit the different events and bring the applications in, but it's much more than that.
Much more than that, much more than that. It does no good to recruit individuals if we can't ensure that we retain those individuals
That's correct.
and keep them operating at a high level.
That's correct.
And that's very important. And much like you, they learn, they have the opportunity, they feel the leadership, they understand no fear of the leadership, they take the tests, and they move up into the supervisory positions, you know, because when you look at the fire service, you have professional firefighters that have done a great job, that do a great job, and they enjoy being the firefighter,
Yes.
or the paramedics that just enjoy being at the paramedic level. But when you have that leadership, supervision, continued education, and the little drive that goes with
Yes.
it,
That's correct.
it pushes the leadership forward, because all organizations have to have the leadership. So that's just a really, really good thing. What are some of the other things? What about the, say during the summer, folks are out of, out, the school is out, and what are some of the venues that you hit in the summertime?
There's lots of venues. The summer is our busy time. The Puerto Rican Day Parade
Yes.
is an excellent opportunity for us to get out into the community and educate people on an opportunity that they may not know about. Because of how we accept applications once every 2 years, sometimes people don't know exactly when to apply. So we give them that knowledge and education, telling them how to apply. They can go onto our website at phila.gov/fire and look up the top. It'll say, how do I become? Click on that, and there'll be a job interest form. Click on the job interest form, and that's how you'll get notified about our applications.
That's fantastic stuff. And I've seen you at many venues, and the hard work that you do, whether it's the Constitution Center for the 4th of July,
Wawa.
or Day in South Philadelphia.
Yes.
And, that's what we do. We go out and we make sure that folks have an opportunity.
Block
and that's a
parties,
good
Block
everything.
parties, yeah.
Yes.
We're at everything that has a group of people, we're there.
Well, here we are. We're here with the Philadelphia Fire Department recruitment team. We have Captain Mack and Lieutenant Ortiz talking about the great work that they do. And we really appreciate that and wish you a lot of success. And thank you for the service to the citizens of Philadelphia. And we'll be right back, so don't touch that dial. And we have waiting for you Madeline Neris. Okay, so we'll be right back.
They said I would die.
My doctor told me I had ALS.
They said I wouldn't live to see my kids grow up.
But their doctors were wrong. Multifocal motor neuropathy, referred to as MMN, is a rare disorder that progressively weakens muscles in the extremities and is often mistaken for other serious neuropathies, as well as the ultimately fatal condition known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. But unlike those disorders, MMN affects only lower motor nerves and has no sensory involvement. Symptoms tend to be asymmetric and characterized by weakness, cramping, twitching, or muscle atrophy, usually beginning in the hands. Disease progression depends on the length of time the patient remains without the correct MMN diagnosis. With early diagnosis and treatment, most MMN patients continue doing the things they enjoy.
Cooking.
Gardening.
Spending time with my family.
For more information, please visit these websites.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best, a team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe, because our nation expects more.
If you expect more, maybe you were born ready. Find out at GoCoastGuard.com.
Welcome back to Freedom from Fire. And with me, I have Madeline Neris, and she's with an organization called Daughters of Destiny. Now, tell me a little bit about Daughters from Destiny. It has a very beautiful name, so I want to understand exactly what it's all about.
Okay, thank you first for having me on. It's a pleasure to meet you. The Daughters of Destiny is a group of women who live in the community, work from the community, and we're just there to support our kids and their destiny with education and all. Daughters of Destiny started as a women's group at Bible study. It's a group of 5 women, West Kensington Ministries Church, and we just meeting together every Thursday to support each other and just to get some understanding spiritually. And from there, we created a bond, and we came up with the name Daughters of Destiny. We came up with the name when we did our first, our coat drive. So this year we actually did a coat drive where we collected coats for about 500 kids.
Oh, wow.
And it's basically just the women from the community. We partnered up with the local union 22, SAFA, the Spanish American Professional Firefighters Association. We even partnered with SALEA, which is the Spanish American Law Enforcement with officers. The 26th District, we had some community grassroots organizations who helped us. And we provided them to the neighborhood schools as well as the community.
500 coats
Yep.
out there to the folks that need those
for the needy children. And the great part is it's the group of women just supporting each other in the community. You know, we don't have much. These are the women who get up every morning and walk a group of 20 kids to school. you know, and pick them up after school and take them to their after school program. And these are our leaders. These are the women who deserve the credit.
Absolutely. I mean, that is beautiful community involvement. And when you stop to think about the children, making sure that they have that pathway so that they can learn, get their education, understanding that there are people that care about them. So that is powerful. So Daughters of Destiny, I understand.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Now, partnering with Local 22, SAPFA, SALIA, all of these groups, they already look towards finding folks like you who do a good job in the community. Of course, I'm sure you get a lot of support from SAPFA. They've done a great job in the community with smoke alarms already, education, going in, doing home visits, and just powerful things in the community.
Yeah.
They become a very, very powerful group. I can remember when they started. So you stay the course. That's what it's all about. Now, what are some of the other programs that you're planning or that you would like to do in the community?
Right now we're working on 5 community schools, working on building relationships. We're in the Norris Square area.
Yes.
So in the North Philly area. So right now we're working with Hunter School, Welsh School, Taylor. We're about to start reaching into them just to kind of see how we as mothers can support the school. There's a rewards program that they have at Welsh. We recently just joined up with the Friends of the Community and Tafa and John Gonzalez, who's an amazing person, and he's very involved in the community. We just did a collection of over $200 worth of donations so that we can use for the rewards program in the school. The school has the kids where they give the dollars for good attendance, behavior, homework, but then when they get to the school supply, to the supply closet, there's not much in there for the kids to kind of select from. So we partnered with them again, and we were able to get $200 worth of donations, pencils, you know, anything that we can find for the kids to give them some type of incentive.
Well, I will tell you, Madeline, I feel growth.
Oh,
you know, I think as you reach out and touch folks, they'll be able to see your mission, your goals, and they're going to want to help out as well. So that's just fantastic work. Now, of those organizations that you've partnered with, do you meet with them regularly, or you let them know what you're going to do? Do they come out and support you, the mothers that go out? Yeah,
we've been very involved in the community. We've done some festivals, the Harvest Festival that we do in Norris Square Park with the community and the residents. And now we are actually working with Pastor Cookie on A in Indiana. She has the church right on A in Indiana, Kippen, Indiana.
Yes, I'm familiar.
So we've been doing some women's groups there with the pastor to see how we can involve and help the community. There's a group of women. We just want to support each other, be there for each other. We've all been through our own little obstacles, and we all have our own testimonies, and this is just a way for us to kind of get together and support each other and support each other's children. I mean, it does take a village to raise, you know.
Absolutely.
And we just want to provide the support to the other women, you know, to let them know that they're not alone, that we all have a story, but we can all, you know, move forward from that, empower each other and help each other get to where we need to be. That just because we made one mistake, there's no reason that we can't just, you know, forgive ourselves and do what we need to do and keep it moving.
Absolutely. We certainly all do, you know, and the important part of that is moving forward to continue to create another story.
Right.
And that story is going to be told all over the city. So this is fantastic. I would like for you to help me now with some of our viewers who need another form of help, and that is making sure that they stay fire safe. So the Fire Safety Pledge is just a way so that we can inform them and we can get them to do the execution. You know, we can put smoke alarms up, but if you don't practice a home escape plan, it doesn't work. You know, we can do all of those things, but the execution is the part that works. And I know that you know that. You can plan, but it takes everybody coming together to get out there and really make it happen.
Absolutely.
So right now, I would like to ask you to raise your right hand and take this pledge with me. I love my family and I am responsible for their safety. Therefore, I pledge the following. I pledge to have at least one working smoke alarm on each level of my home. I pledge to test my alarms as recommended and replace my alarms with new lithium battery-powered smoke alarms when needed. I pledge that every family member will sleep with their bedroom door closed. I pledge to develop and practice a home escape plan. I pledge that if I cannot afford smoke alarms, I will call the non-emergency number 311 or visit www.phila.gov/311. All this I do solemnly pledge. So I want to say thank you so much. We really appreciate helping out with our pledge, and thank you for such a wonderful, wonderful program. And we'll be looking for you out there.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Daughters of Destiny, we have with us Madeline Neris, and I want to say thank you. This is Freedom from Fire. And remember, the Philadelphia Fire Department wants you to continuously be free from fire.